Hi, and thanks for tuning in to Diamond Kings Baseball and Softball Academy. We're back in Bristol. We're with Lance Stevens. He's one of our Diamond Kings Baseball and Softball Academy instructors. He as well as a Parisi sports performance coach. Lance has pitched professionally, and he's going to break us down and we're going to talk about basic throwing mechanics. In this segment, we're going to talk about some of the common flaws that we'll see young throwers do, even some older throwers. We're going to show you how they're supposed to look and how to fix them. First thing first. What we're going to do is we're going to grab the baseball with a cross-seam grip. Whenever we warm up to throw or throwing the baseball on the field. A four-seam grip with fingers across the fat seams. Fingertips will be on the back side of the seams. As you can see, his thumb is under the baseball. We want to center the baseball so we can make a nice, firm, accurate throw with some backspin. Okay? Now we move along. When Lance starts to play catch, especially for young players, he's going to start with the ball in his glove with his thumbs together, right about chest high. Okay, that's going to set us up so when we step, we're going to get a nice clean takeaway out of our glove. Lance is going to step with his right foot. His right foot is going to square up with the wall. His step will be a couple inches forward. It'll be square or perpendicular to his target, which will get us to our next segment where he does step now. When he does step, you'll see here his front foot is slightly closed. So oftentimes we see young players when they step, their toe is pointed to the target. As you can see what that did to Lance, it turned his hips, it opened up his knees, and now we got him offline. We want to make sure that our body is lined up, and it starts again with our lower half. Our front foot will be slightly closed, 15, 20, 25 degrees. It's going to depend on the player and depend on the pitcher as we move forward in the pitching. You're going to see now Lance's hips, his knees, his ankles, and his shoulders are lined up to his target. You'll also see that he's looking over his shoulder just a little bit. Believe it or not, his target is right in front of us, but so often we see young players when they come in, they're wide open this way. It causes our arm to drag and we miss arm side. Or if we're right on and we use our wrist properly, we yank the ball and we throw it way off to the left of our target. So we'll start it again. Lance is going to start at the zipper of his body, thumbs together, four-seam grip. He's going to step with his right, step with his left. You're going to see that he's looking over his shoulder. His shoulders are level, if not slightly uphill. He took the ball away with his elbow and not the ball. So oftentimes you'll see young players will be up here. When we're up here, we don't get a chance to use our lower body, like we talked about in hitting, to generate arm speed. So we're going to be right through here. He's going to start firing his backside, and he's going to throw the ball. Go ahead. So very good. Now as we move up, you'll see that when Lance threw the baseball, and the camera angle is not perfect, but Lance threw the baseball between a 1 and 2 o'clock arm slot. So oftentimes people think overhand means 12 o'clock. Very, very difficult and oftentimes painful to throw at 12 o'clock. We don't get a chance to load our shoulder very well. At the 1 and 2 o'clock arm slot for right-handers, it allows our arm to load up very well. As you can see, the rotation we can get out of Lance, he's going to go between 1 and 2 o'clock. And again, it's going to be different for every player. Some guys might be more at 1 o'clock, some guys might be more at 2 o'clock. But the general rule of thumb will be between 1 and 2 o'clock. So Lance will do it again this time, and take a look and see at what time his arm will come from. Lastly, in this segment, we're going to talk about our wrist. One of the biggest things so many people don't talk about is being able to put backspin on the ball to generate speed for the ball. So when Lance gets somewhere around his head, and again, you'll have to experiment to find out what's perfect for you, he's going to use his wrist. The wrist is going to pull on the baseball. And when the baseball comes out of his hand, it's going to have plenty of backspin on it. And that backspin is what's going to give him that carry and the lift to throw the ball very hard across the diamond, from outfield to any of the bases, or especially on the pitcher's mound. You see all the power pitchers that throw in the mid to upper 90s. They've got fantastic four-seam fastballs with good carry on the baseball, and that's why we want to use our wrist. So check out his wrist action in this one and really see him pull down on those seams. A fantastic way to simply add 3, 4, 5 miles per hour to your velocity. So give it a try. Make sure to see us at Diamond Kings Baseball and Softball if you're having any trouble throwing, and we look forward to seeing you in our next segment.